You call that radio? You call that radio TV? Below. You call that radio TV?
This is You Call That Radio.
This is You Call That Radio TV. Tonight we have a very special collaboration with SongSeeds and Music Broth. And yeah, it's going to be a brilliant show. An amazing lineup of live music and general chat. So everyone please share the YouTube link. We are live on YouTube just now. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell as well. And hit the share button so we can reach as many people, because we're hopefully going to raise some money for a very worthy cause in Music Broth. I'll tell you about Music Broth. I'm going to tell you about SongSeeds, because I've got special guest hosts and Rosie and Becci coming on in a little minute as well. Just a wee shout out for the Christmas market that we're doing on Monday. So if you were looking for any local businesses, independent artists, freelancers, if you've got something, this is a fuck Amazon show. Sorry for swearing, sorry I forgot. This isn't my show tonight. But yeah, if you want to promote your stuff, if you want to, or you want to just go shopping, if you want to go shopping in a non-Amazon environment, then Monday's the place to be at 7 o'clock. We'll be going live. If you would like to talk about your local business or your artwork or anything you're selling, then just send me a message on our Facebook page or our email address. And yeah, that's Monday night. Tomorrow night you've all got talent with Auntie Barry Neeson and Sarah Thomas. Their Eurovision was hilarious. I'm really looking forward to it. It's a talent show from 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Friday, we've got the amazing Mima Moreau Good Grief EP launch with Jen, Lorna, Becky and Ember and support slot. And we'll be doing other things. There'll be other stuff as well. Let's just welcome our special guest hosts. We'll get Rosie. I think we can go live now.
You call that radio, more like a TV show, on almost every night. It's gonna be streaming live. You call that radio, more like a TV show, on almost every night. It's gonna be streaming live. You call that radio.
If you don't really know what's going on, there's a show that also doesn't know what's going on. Call that radio TV. You call that radio. Call that radio TV. You call that radio TV.
We're indeed building a thing. You call that radio. It would not be possible without our patrons. Thank you very much to each and every one of you supporting this show this month and all the months this year. I forgot to mention as well, the Twistettes live from Capture Works will be on Saturday night as well. But that's the future. This is the now, and we're going to go live, I believe, to Rosie. How are you, Rosie?
Hello, I'm fantastic. I'm really loving your high production, jingle-tastic, mental intro. Very cool.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I understand that you're in a warmer climate.
I am at the moment. I am. I will send you all my warm vibes back to Scotland. How is it? How are things? Is it raining? Is it dark?
It's just very dark. It's very cold. It's just what you would expect from a December in Scotland. At least some things never change. Anyway,
You never
I'm
know.
going to let- I'm
Climate
going to get on-
change.
So before we start the show, could we just give, first of all, a little introduction to what is SongSeeds? What's it all about?
So SongSeeds online songwriting retreats. It's an online space for songwriters to come, share, support, but number one, work on their craft of songwriting. So myself and Becci set it up after the lockdown, and the experience of seeing other songwriters all come together and really care about the work. So we thought it would be a good project to kick off. And we've had great support. We're funded by Creative Scotland, so big shout out to Creative Scotland. Thank you very much for that. And so far we've ran 2 retreats. So we've got another 4 coming up over the course of like the next 8 months, I think. So that's SongSeeds in a nutshell. For anyone who has went to a in real life songwriting retreat, it's essentially the same kind of format, but condensed into the laptop, like everybody else's life. So that's what SongSeeds is.
And are you looking forward to is the idea that hopefully eventually bringing a real song retreat in the future when it's safe enough to do so?
Absolutely, man. That's like that is where the experience really happens. Like, let's be honest, when it's music and art, particularly music that's such a collaborative art form, that being in the room with other people, you can't mimic it online. But that said, there are things that have been happening online that I didn't quite expect to be to go so well, like the collaborations and just the quality of people going off in either studios or their bedroom or wherever they're making their music and coming back online with amazing work. So there are pros and cons, but definitely being in person, that's where it's at for me. I think for most people as well.
I suppose the benefits are that everybody's been kind of forced into learning stuff that they probably have been putting off. Just, softwares, different platforms and equipment, maybe investing in themselves. And this is equipment that's been really handy over lockdown. But hopefully going forward as well, we can utilise some of this technology. Can we just get a little introduction to what? So we know what SongSeeds is. It's an online retreat. Music Broth. Obviously, it's a charity that I'm very familiar with. They've been on the show, so I know a few of our viewers are aware of what they do. But for anyone who's not aware of what Music Broth is, could you tell us a little bit about that?
So Music Broth are Scotland's musical instrument and equipment library, and their new slogan is Scotland's loudest library, which I think is just brilliant. So with Music Broth, you can pay a really small monthly fee, and for that fee you have an access to over 1,500 instruments, musical equipment, sheet music. There's anything you could ever think of, they've probably got it in there. So they're an amazing resource. They're based in Glasgow, but they do cater Scotland-wide. And when COVID restrictions are allowing, they also deliver to your door as well, all contact-free. So they're an absolutely amazing organisation. And what they do is kind of level a playing field a little bit, where we're seeing in Scotland music tuition in schools, access to musical instruments getting less and less. So a charity like Music Broth really plugs in that gap. So they're doing an amazing service. And for us at SongSeeds, we're so honoured to be partnered with them. So for every participant on a SongSeeds retreat, they have access over the month that the retreat runs, whatever month that's in, they've got a month access for free to Music Broth's instrument library. So they can try their hand at bass, guitar, piano, whatever they want, and they can enjoy that as well. So that's Music Broth. Really excited to be hopefully raising some dosh tonight. Get your credit cards out.
A very good point. How do we raise money for Music Broth tonight? If people are enjoying the music and they want to support Music Broth and the show, how do they do that?
We've got a link to Music Broth's charity PayPal, so we'll be posting that link throughout tonight's show. So just keep your eyes open. It should hopefully also be popping up in the comments as well. I'll make sure that happens. It's just going to be a link straight to a PayPal.
There will be links appearing on the screen. and in the
Oh,
comments.
wow.
That's one of my jobs. I'll be taking a bit of a back seat tonight. And what else can people keep their eye? It's not all just going to be a link appearing on the screen. There is actually going to be real people on here tonight playing real music. And I understand saying real words and real conversations. Who can the people expect to see tonight?
We're keeping it real, guys. So tonight we've got an amazing mix, such a varied mix of songwriters, all of whom have been participants on the last 2 songwriting retreats with SongSeeds. So tonight we've got Carol, who's going to be joining us for some chat and words. Shelltoe Mel, an absolute, come on, Shelltoe Mel. Who doesn't know Shelltoe Mel if you're based in Glasgow? Always an amazing performer. We've got Sandy, also known as Astroknot. Iona Fyfe, excellent singer-songwriter and folky. So she's bringing that little bit of touch of the Highlands to us. We're going to have Jemma and Sharon. Hopefully we're going to have Sharon later. Sharon, if you're watching, we're on
Sharon
now.
is. I understand Sharon just appeared in the green room.
Yay, brilliant. Sharon's here. So that's who we've got. And of course, the fabulous Becci Wallace is going to be kicking things off for us. So it's an amazing lineup. Brand new music, and just a conversation though around songwriting, because I know for a lot of music lovers and fans and supporters, they might not always get to see behind the curtain and hear how writers establish the work that comes out and how they work together. So I hope for anybody watching tonight, you don't just get entertained, but maybe just a wee bit of chat in between about the song itself.
So the idea is tonight that you're going to be entertained and learn things, and hopefully you're entertained and learn enough that you will make a donation to the amazing Music Broth, who do so much good work for Glasgow and beyond. Will we bring on the first guest then, and your co-host?
Absolutely, please do. Get up in this.
Brothers and sisters, may the peace that can only come from the one God be upon you. We are here to tell the people that we hear you. One God will not allow us as people of conscience to lose our morale.
Powered by our patrons.
Hello. It's been a long time since I saw you last. How are you?
Yeah, we're like ships in the night, me and you. Never quite catch each other. I'm good. That was great. I'm so glad that you're the host tonight, Rosie, for this part, because you are a font of wondrous information, and I am someone that goes,
You go, what? And that little intro for everybody who has been watching since the start, and the little intro where it's just like loads of jingles and loads of, I heard Becci's voice going, what? And I genuinely thought you'd had your mic unmuted or something for a moment, but it's actually part of it. And I was like,
they've mixed
laser
it in.
ears. Yes.
That's like,
So-
that's a claim to fame right there.
Yeah.
I've been mixed in, but I don't get
Mixed
a song
in.
mixed in, and just me going, wah!
Well, write a word, get a third. Hope that you're claiming
they
some
say,
royalties. So tonight, this is very exciting, and I know that you've done loads of work with Music Broth before, Becci, haven't you?
I have, yeah, but I've known Felix for a while, and obviously been part of their Unsilent Nights for a few years, and also utilised their library and donated to their library, and also they do workshops and stuff like that, so I've always got my ear to the ground for that. And also they very kindly did my wedding, which was really helpful too, so
Wow.
very much in love with Music Broth. It's just such a great resource, and you're right, like these are the things in this particular time that we're in now that we need to nurture. We need to nurture these kind of environments. We need to nurture these organisations, because they're giving us so much. And yeah, so hopefully we can raise some money for them tonight, to thank them for their continued awesomeness. Yeah, because they're just great.
Yeah, absolutely. You're totally right. They're brilliant. And what an amazing idea. I just think it's such a good idea, and I'm kind of surprised it doesn't already exist, but always
Right.
takes that innovation. So fantastic. All right, well, you're going to kick things off in a musical fashion.
Imagine.
So
Here I go.
I will just like hand this over to you, even though I have no control. I'll just filter it in the back. Hey! Fantastic.
Hand of God. Cool, man. Well, here I am. So I'm going to kick stuff off today, just because, you know, it's always nice. So I've got all my, because my album's released now, I've got all my new songs, which is great fun. So I'm going to play Sound of Cats from Present Tense. Just going to switch headphones.
Strange mood of our time.
You call that radio?
Makes coherent sense.
Cool. Wow, just like that, eh?
Yeah, just like that. Beautiful, beautiful song, Becci. So I know the story behind when you wrote that, but do you want to share like what we done before SongSeeds and how it happened?
So I know the magic, how the magic machine or what is it Joni Mitchell calls it? The star maker machinery behind the popular song. Not that that's a popular song, but there you go. Behind the song, take out the word popular, you've got me. We used to, Rosie and I at the start of lockdown, for, both of us, our creativity is become the major part of our lives and our incomes and our world. So at the start of lockdown, we'd already been on a few retreats together in physical world that had been beautiful. And if anyone out there that's listening that's never done that, and if you are a songwriter, I would just highly recommend it when we're all allowed to touch each other again, because it's just such a transformative experience as a writer to just go away and hone your craft for a week with a bunch of people doing the exact same thing. And there's something really quite beautiful about it. So anyway, so then lockdown started, pandemic, and I was like, right, well, it would be really good to do some songwriting retreat style, like some sort of task-based songwriting online. So I called up my pal Rosie and I was like, here, do you want to do this thing with me? And we started Sunday songwriting, and it just must have been the right time. I think we got in there at the right time because it just exploded. So it went from like night, I think the first night there was me, Quentin, a guy called Quentin Burton, Big John McMustard, Joe Dark, and came along, and that was about it. And by week 3 we were pulling about 20 people in a week, and then at one point I think there was 17 weeks of it, and essentially what we did is we wrote 2 songs a week, and that Sound of Cats came from that. So it's a song kind of about isolation, but also it was a song that kind of fitted in with my album, because my album was kind of about isolation, but it wasn't about the lockdown isolation. But it kind of like worked really well in the palette of the album, because it was coming from a very similar place, looking at all the kind of, I live in a beautiful little street. Well, it's not beautiful, it's a scheme, but it's beautiful in the sense that it's got a green right outside it, and there's lots of kids on my street. So there was just all these wee rainbows on all the windows, and this weird eerie silence, and just wee faces like pointed up at the windows, man. And beautiful. It was quite it was lovely. It was a girl called Hattie Murdoch that set that task, and it was just to draw what's outside your window, and I just got super, me, I don't like to get melancholy, but that's what happened.
Yeah, I think you're totally right with the start of Sunday songwriting, which at the time I think everyone was in a bit of a place of fear, perhaps, and a bit of anxiety, and this weird global phenomenon was taking us all on this big ride that we were all reacting differently, but the one thing that we all had in common was, where am I going to play these songs? Where am I going to, I don't have a stage anymore, and I feel that Sunday songwriting, just, you're right, it was the perfect time, and I think I can say that it served so many people in a really beautiful, holistic way, not just for their music, but as a community. So, yeah, absolutely. All right, cool. Well,
so I'm just going to say that actually a couple of artists that are now releasing music, like, had actually the time to write their music through Sunday songwriting. So Mima Merrill, who's on, and also Jigsaw Tiger and Cara. What's a Birds, man? Just totally
the Birds
making tunes, eh?
Yeah, you're right. A lot of people came to the group having been unreleased, essentially unreleased writers, and left the group ready to release, and that's a beautiful thing. Yeah. And that was obviously for us starting up SongSeeds. That is such a big motivator, is to allow people the space to work for their own creativity, nothing else, just for themselves, because that can be really difficult to find in day-to-day life, is that place that's just for you, 100%. Guilt-free. It's like an obligation to work on your creativity, but we feel so guilty about it. So I hope SongSeeds, as we start to bring on the rest of the people for tonight's show, hopefully they can back us up on that one. They worked for.
Well, it was alright. Like, it was alright.
It was that big a deal. So Becky, are you going to perform for us again later tonight?
Yeah, I'll do another wee song in the second half. So we've split our lovely participants up to 2 halves. So I'll come back.
Brilliant.
And do some more tunes then.
Amazing. Excellent. So next up then, we can welcome Carol, Mel and Sandy onto the stream. I think they're hanging out just back. Oh, there's Carol there. Oh, hello. There's Shelltoe Mel. Mel, you're so colourful. And there's Sandy, aka Astroknot. That is what I will now be calling you because that's your artist name. Amazing. Brilliant. So how are you all doing this fine evening?
Brilliant. Yeah, I'm good.
Good. You're shooting for the stars, Astroknot. Shelltoe Mel, how are you getting on? Muted. That's how you are. Muted. And Nesto has just joined us. And I think Nesto's here too. Yes, Nesto. Oh, hello. We weren't too sure if we were going to be having you. You're also muted.
Yes,
hello, how are you doing, Nesto?
I'm okay. How are you?
Fantastic. I'm really excited. I've been really looking forward to tonight for a long time to see all your beautiful faces in your little picture frames. How gorgeous. So you lot were on our first songwriting retreat. I know obviously Carol and Shelltoe Mel, you're like you're into the doublers now, into more than one. But particularly for Astroknot and Nesto, every songwriting retreat that we run, total thanks to Crave Scotland, we can offer a 16 to 25-year-old young writer a chance to join us for free, a bursary place. And you both applied, and we were so delighted to have you on retreat. Actually, your music as well is so unusual, both of you, and really different. So I'm just going to ask Astroknot, how did you be totally honest? Oh, this is a space for honesty, as is music. But how did you find coming on SongSeeds, and what have you been up to since it finished?
I'm actually, in terms of what I've been up to, I'm putting out my first proper album soon, and I'll hopefully be able to get that like distributed digitally and stuff.
Yes.
And for I think the most important thing that I got from SongSeeds, like as a rapper, is I don't know, you can get so lost in a world with other rappers just rapping about being a rapper, and SongSeeds really sort of opened up my eyes and reminded me about that music is more than that. And if you want to be a successful musician, you can't just rap. Like, you need to have everything else in order as well. You need to be able to write melodies or be able to put things together in a certain period of time. And I think I found it challenging in a lot of ways that I didn't expect to, which helped me sort of pinpoint what I need to work on as well, which was really useful.
Brilliant. That's great to know as well. And you're totally right there, Astroknot. Like, sometimes you just need to go through the motions and find out where the walls are so that you know how to expand from it. And it's really difficult without taking action. And a lot of action it does happen at those songwriting retreats. It's like 4 days of pretty much non-stop songwriting. So you get into every little nook and cranny of kind of who you are as a writer too, and it's really tiring, which is always a good place to be, I think, to find out your buttons. And what about you, Nesto? You came onto the retreat and you dazzled us with some really experimental sounding work. What have you been up to since the retreat ended? Oh, you're muted.
Sorry.
There you go.
The retreat was really good for me for getting out of the lockdown hole that a lot of artists have been in, start doing things. And since then I actually written a few new songs and that we're gonna hear tonight. And also started working with performers for my project, The Next Stage, which was, so it's been really helpful, really. So thank you guys.
Brilliant.
I'll never forget your song, Nesto. Listening and breathing, I'm just listening and breathing, I'm just listening. Yes, belter.
Yes.
It gets on your brain.
It's brilliant. It was brilliant. Excellent. Right, so I think we've got Nesto's song going to come up next. Hopefully if it's downloaded in time, and that's just a little note to mark there. But before we do that, hello Carol and Shelltoe Mel. How are you doing? How have you been? So Carol, you were at our first and our second retreat, which was awesome to have you and see your development, hear it. What have you been up to musically? then, or just in your life? This is an open forum.
I'd not written anything at all until the first retreat. So it's been absolutely amazing to come away from those 2 weekends and to be able to point to things that I've now written. So I've actually started to play around with other song ideas and started to do stuff outside of the retreat. So still baby steps, but wouldn't have started it at all without SongSeeds retreat. So yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah. And those baby steps at the start can arguably be the ones that are most exponential, because it's getting that train from being static to get some motion, and once you're in motion, things are happening. So it's a really important thing, and it's excellent to be part of it somehow. So that's been great. And Shelltoe Mel, how are you getting on? What's been going on with you and your writing and in your work since the last retreat, which wasn't that long ago, in all fairness?
I know, but just basically I've been locked up because I never realised at the time of the retreat that I had COVID. So
wow.
I found out I tested positive, so I get locked up. So I had plenty of time, so I've done loads of writing, and I've been doing a bit of dancing, but I'm writing a lot of stuff. But
brilliant.
Tomorrow in the real world, I'm a bit scared.
Ooh. Exciting times. Fear is good. Fear, I was talking to someone recently, and I love taking this into a creative realm where fear is a compass, and wherever you feel the most scared, obviously, good fear, not like I'm going to get knocked down by that bus, don't head that direction, but fear is a compass. And I think in your creative realm, it can be a good space to inhabit a space with a little bit of fear, a little bit of outside your comfort zone. But hopefully SongSeeds is a place that you can explore that safely and with a bit of support as well. Okay, excellent. So we're going to jump into our next performance, which is going to be Astroknot. Are you ready to kick us off with and just introduce what it is that you're going to perform tonight? Oh, and you're muted as well at the moment.
The joys of the digital gig times. So I've got an EP out on Bandcamp. It's called Paint, and I'll be performing one song from that tonight, and the rest are all from my forthcoming album, which will be out once I get that together. Which, sometime next year, like before summer. But I think we all say that. So the first one that I'm doing is called Drugs, and I'll go with that now. It's a spoken word piece, so I'll do 2 spoken word and 2 rap. Neglect, life's butterfly effect. You lie to protect. Did you try to correct all the lies in my head, the disguise that you led, all the guys in your bed that were more important than your kids, and look what it did. Put an E in between the I and the D because you died. I don't get to be angry, so pass one to me because we're about to go the same way. It's strange, eh? Following your footsteps, but that final drug I just ain't took yet. You OD'd on methadone, but see me, I turn to the microphone, or at least I try to, but I'm battling these sleepless nights that I just cry through. See my eyes askew, realise the truth and try to do better than you. But it's really, really hard. So now you're another number, but you're my mother, and I don't want to be another. Dark's approaching, close your eyes, keep on coping via lies, overdosing's on the rise. Sorry. Dark's approaching, close your eyes, keep on coping via lies, continue hoping you'll survive, but it's getting hard to fight and I can't find the light. It used to burn bright inside of me. These words I'd spout into trees, a fountain of words flow out of me, and now I'm drowning out at sea. I can't eat, I can't sleep. Looking in the mirror like, who is he? Because who I used to be is way back. Mum, I'm so far down that same path and I don't know if I can change that. I reach out to nobody except you because I'm too scared too, and maybe I'll be dead soon. I reach out, our fingers brush, I feel your touch, and I think, fuck, I'm not ready to leave, but I want to be free. I was skint so I paid with my soul. Now he has a hold and he won't let go. I try to run, but these days my lungs ain't been great. This was fun, but then he says, can I escape? Please stay. We need you and you need us stay. How are you going to sleep without us? Who are you going to be without us? You're just going to scream without us. Just fuck off. Only one stop. Now I can't pop. It's like a bag of drugs in my back pocket and I can't stop it. I need it to distract from my path and detract from this path of self-destruction. Like hell, I'm hurting. And if I get sober, it's over. No running away, I can't hide. No longer escape the dark side. Staring straight in your face at night. Just take me away, I can't fight. You've always been stronger than me. You could always fight longer than me. So when you can't fight, you choose flight. And these painkillers are my plane ticket away. Escape this place, change my face, and make like I'm okay. Make like I wasn't raped ages 5 to 8 by my foster carer's daughter. Pretend that maybe I was someone people fought for. Pretend I was never battered by my mum's boyfriends and my dad never came home drunk and spewed on my toys then. Pretend when my new parents said they loved me, they'd prove it. Pretend I never got sent back to this unit. But I'm sorry if I take these drugs to use it and keep going. Don't you ever think that I would choose this.
Wow. Powerful stuff, man.
Thanks.
Your words are always hit so heavy. That's fantastic and really personal as well. So thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Now, do you have? Are you just performing the one track, or have you got another piece?
Yeah, I've got another few actually. How much do we have time for?
I think it's 15 minutes per performer.
Cool,
as
that
far
should
as I've
be.
got. Let me double check. But yes, absolutely. Yeah, there you go. So feel free to jump back in.
Dope. So this is a rap one. The beat's by Tony Smoke. Just to check, can everybody hear me okay? My level's fine. I'm gonna assume so. Time left us, crime crept up, nights take me to a messed up mind state. I get fed up, get wrecked cause the memories never give me my space. My mind state like a landmine, some souls that were taken from my life. And even though it wasn't always great, I needed you here even when I needed my space. I'm scraping by at present, feeling really shit now that they're both up in heaven. Tried to take a sip even though I don't like lemons. Sitting smoking spliffs, wonder where this path is heading. I know it. I've been this road before. You lose a fucking pavement, then you're sitting trying to score. Or play them from your wrist when you don't cut them anymore. Fighting back a relapse, lying broken on the floor. Before my mum died, I wish that she would. Weeks later I cried, cause my wish had came true. Then when dad hit the drink, said I wish it was you. Didn't even think, last thing I told him was boost. Snapped, it was hell, started calling him out. Now I'm trapped in a cell where his body was found. Dressed like they despair and I don't mean to confound. Just missing my parents, but I swear they'll be proud. Time left us, crime crept up. Nights take me to a messed up mind state. I get fed up, get wrecked cause the memories never give me my space. My mind state like a landmine, missing souls that were taken from my life. And even though it wasn't always great, I needed you here even when I needed you. But I'm scraping by at present, feeling really shit. That's the same verse, so I'll switch it real quick here. I'm guilty, still stripping blame on myself. Distilled sin and pulp fiction, even savings or sell. The well-written bulk missing, can you check on the shelf? You're both missing or I'll kill women, kids and everyone else. You ask, I'm just being honest. Cause when I'm doing good, man, you cunts are all for it. Your shoes are running loose, teeth are running like forests. So I'm rolling up the trees, spending every day on it. Smiling in your face, the bullets unseen. Shooting the breeze, bullets shooting at me. It's right in my back, but you won't see me bleed. I'm just jealous of you for what was taken from me. Time left us, crime crept up. Nights take me to a messed up mind state. Head up, I get wrecked cause the memories never give me my space. My mind state like a landmine, missing souls that were taken from my life. And even though it wasn't always great, I needed you here even when I needed my space. but I'm scraping by at present. Feeling really shit now that you're both up in heaven. Try to take a sip, even though I don't like lemons. Sitting smoking spliffs, wonder where this path is heading. I know it. I've been this road before. You lose a fucking pavement, then you're sitting trying to score. I'm so sorry, guys. I done these in the wrong order. So what I'm gonna do, right, is because that was a big boo-boo on my part, is I'm gonna start this again, and we're gonna do both my rap tracks. And I'm just gonna cut the last spoken word that everyone has heard a bunch of times. But right, it's called Grease, and it's about mental health. So if you really, really want to hear it, go check it out on my SoundCloud, guys.
You're doing great, Sandy.
Plug the SoundCloud.
Right.
It's fantastic.
I was trying to avoid this, but I feel like I am just gonna have to stand up because, believe it or not, it does do wonders for your confidence. Right. Time left us. Oh wait. Sorry, I can't hear myself that well. Time left us. Crime crept up. Nights take me to a messed up mind state. I get fed up, I get wrecked cause the memories never give me my space. My mind state, like a landmine, missing souls that were taken from my life. And even though it wasn't always great, I needed you here even when I needed my space. So much I should have said, and it's causing me pain. On repeat in my head, the one never pressed play. I scream for the dread over again and again. Wish I could fast forward to a happier time. One slip of the finger and I'm hitting rewind. Television static, think I'm losing my mind. Telling me I'm manic, just assuming they're right. Always knew deep down I'd be the last one left. Why'd you have to leave now? I wasn't ready yet. I seen it in the press, couldn't believe you were dead. You were found round the corner, under a bench. Talking to the coroners, causing me stress. I sit and pray to God that he'll give me some strength. All the fuck yous that I told weren't true. I loved you, but I don't know if you knew. Time left us, crime crept up. Nights take me to a messed up mind state. I get fed up, I get wrecked cause the memories never give me my space. My mind state, like a landmine, some souls that were taken from my life. And even though it wasn't always great, I needed you here even when I needed my space. I've written so long that the pain is right. Left living on the days, wishing they were lines. Cause I'm guilt-ridden, still stricken, blaming myself. Still sinning, pulp fiction, even saving herself. The will written, bulk missing, can you check on the shelf? You won't listen or I'll kill women, kids and everyone else. Fast. I'm just being honest, cause when I'm doing good, man, cunts are all for it. The screws are coming, your shoes are running like forests. So I'm rolling up these trees, spending every day on it. Shooting the breeze, while they're shooting at me. Smiling in your face with the bullets I'm seeing. It's right in my back, but you won't see me bleed. I'm jealous of you for what was taken from me. Time left us, crime crept up. Nights take me to a messed up mind state. I get fed up, I get wrecked cause the memories never give me my space. My mind state, like a landmine, some souls that were taken from my life. It wasn't always great, I needed you here even when I needed my space. They say that life's a gift, but I'm scraping by at present. Feeling really shit now that they're both up in heaven. Try to take a sip, even though I don't like lemons. Sitting smoking spliffs, wonder where this path is heading. I know it. I've been this road before. You lose a fucking pavement, then you're sitting trying to score. Or bleeding from your wrists when you don't cut them anymore. Fighting back a relapse, I'm broken on the floor. Before my mum died, I wished that she would. Weeks later I cried, cause my wish had came true. Then when dad had to try and say, I wish it was you. Didn't even think, last thing I told him was boost. Snapped, it was hell, started calling him out. Now I'm trapped in a cell where his body was found. Dressed like Davy's bear and I don't mean to confound. Just missing my parents, but I swear they'll be proud. Time left us, crime crept up. Nights take me to a messed up mind state. I get fed up, I get wrecked cause the memories never give me my space. Guys, so my last one, probably shouldn't be performing it live because I only wrote it like a couple days ago and I only wrote the hook today. But let's see how it goes, eh? don't remember the day that I was taken from home, but I remember your face from ages ago. Evil fits of rage and the punches you throw. 4 years of age, when you munched on my nose, I remember the pain. Then you burst into laughter, didn't know what to say, cause nobody came after. You grabbed me by the arm and threw me in my room. I couldn't sound an alarm as I fell to the roof. I tried that, I'd cry and get back. Now I lie back and just pretend that I'm shattered with my eyes black. Ache on it don't matter. Now I dance my fire. Leaving my room, that was the cardinal sin. Needing some food, but his arsenal wins. Listen mate, I'm sorry that I got up to pee, but literally I just want to eat. You can hit me, kick me. Sorry, I forgot the hook. I didn't write that down. We'll get it next time. Positive in that, innit? Skip ahead a few months now, I'm in foster care. Thought I had a new mum, but it was awful there. That's besides the point, check another rap for that. This one's all about an insecure little lad. Cause looking at you, Kevin, I know that's what you are. You tried it your way, it didn't get you very far. I'll be different, keep living, reach limits. You need women, fear-driven wee gimmicks. I used to get flashbacks that leave me so confused. Punching folk that love me cause I'm thinking that they're you. Screaming and I'm crying, they don't know what to do. They can't tell me that I'm lying cause it's clear I've been abused. This is the third family that can't really handle me. I'm asking them if actually they'd rather just abandon me. And that started with you, the deep roots that eventually grew. So you can punch me, hurt me, hungry, hit me, kick me, feeling itchy. But yeah, nah. I'm sorry guys, I was maybe a bit overzealous today with this. I'm also just really nervous because it's my first time rapping online and I can't really see anybody. It's scarier than I thought it would be. Listen, baby sister, this part's just for you. I don't like your birth dad, but it's your choice to choose. If you want to know about him, I'll see what I can do. Just don't forget your family that helped you make it through. I'm glad your life was different, I promise you it's true. I never felt envious as long as you were good. I'm not jealous, mum and dad were pretty reckless. Spoke out when we got moved, but not apart, and we regrets it. In my heart, I can see that it gave you a life, one that can be free from a troubling mind. I'm just running with time until I've got none left. Won't have regrets, cause I know that I might have done you proud. Doing well enough for you to have me around. It's unbelievable, I dreamed of this day. Inconceivable, I might see your face. Just stop that there for now. Oh.
Oh, there we all are then. Hello. Sandy, can I just say, Astroknot, you are one brave dude, because you were giving yourself a really hard time there, but at the same time you just kept going as well. So well done you. And also the lyrics are bloody amazing in all your tracks. Such a great lyricist. So well done for popping your digital performance cherry. I think everyone's here with you, saying that they're loving your music and supporting you. And we're fucking grateful. Oh, swear jar. That you came with us, man, to do it for the first time. And that's what SongSeeds is all about, man. You know, we want to encourage personal creative development. Your tunes are banging, your lyrics are banging. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers,
Absolutely.
Man. Thanks for having me.
Totally saying that. You're more than welcome. Thanks for sharing that as well. And I appreciate entirely how weird it is performing music on the internet and you can't see anybody and you don't, it's just you in your room, but you know people watching. It's mad. It is a really unusual experience. So well done for going for it as well. It's something to get used to. Absolutely. Excellent work, Astroknot. Can you please let us know where we can find your music online?
It's on Bandcamp at Scottish Astronaut. The EP is called Paint.
Brilliant.
Awesome, and some great
All right, everybody, there you go. It's up on the screen. So please go and follow and download and listen to Astronaut's work on Bandcamp.
My proper album will
Yeah,
actually
excellent
come out in
comments
about
coming.
February, March as well. So like just so you guys know, like keep an eye out for that, because my EP is nothing compared to what I'm working on. Like trust me.
Fire!
Oh,
Can't wait.
that's
man.
exciting. That's exciting. The spring, with the spring comes the seeds were planted, and the autumn, and then the spring comes the album. See,
The song seeds that were planted.
Exactly, that's it. You've been watering them. That's all. That's all. Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and for sharing your work with us. It was brilliant, really, really enjoyable. All right, so we're going to move on to Nesto, who's sitting there potentially frozen on my screen, not sure. So Nesto, how you doing? We've got a wee pre-record of yours that we're going to play. So do you want to let all the watchers and listeners know what they're about to see and hear?
I'm just showing you all the new songs that I wrote since SongSeeds, because I was so inspired to do new stuff. That, like, I just wanted to show you guys, especially you and Becca, that were organizing it, and like say thanks for that. And just 5 songs, all different, all new, and yeah, thank you.
You're more than welcome. Excellent. Okay, so I think we're going to. There we go. Perfect.
Wow, look at this. Look at this. This is technology.
Written since I did my SongSeeds workshop, and so thank you guys for helping me write some more new tunes. Out of prison with workmates, I drop my coins on Chloe. Helps me pick them up, but then we get out for free. And all my things were spread around the carriage of a train, where Sylvia, Alba, Ben and Chloe told me I should fight. I fall asleep right at the back, covered by a blanket that my mom gave me, but at this point is dirty. And the countries seem to melt so quickly and together. There's Sylvia, Alba, Ben and Mom, their names written in English. Oh, we get right out of that train, me, Chloe and Bobby. But it seems it's far too late, there's children out with guns. So I feel the need to intervene to ensure of their safety. Well, Sylvia, Alba, Ben and the children are asleep. Oh, it's late at night and I'd rather walk. That's when Bobby says they will hurt you if you linger. I'm all skinned from paying rent, and the landlords don't seem guilty. And I can't phone back my mom to say your money isn't good. But she's booked me in a room up in a nice hostel, where Sylvia, Alba, Ben and Mom can come round to visit. Oh, I'm sorry, sir, you've mispronounced my name. It's Ernesto Fernandez. I turn down the music on my phone in the hopes that they don't hear me. And my friends hear something, but not the people in my room. But they tie my arms so quickly and together, and aggressively they take me, Sylvia, Ben and Alba. Oh, we're ready to escape, so I search for my possessions, And my boss, he laughs at me, cause he don't like my money. So I start to conversate about the jobs they make us do. But Sylvia, Alba and Ben have left with some strangers. Oh, you snore, my friend. Don't like that, they say. Whilst they talk amongst themselves, they make me clean the buckets. Well, oh, it didn't take me long to get out of that coma. But as soon as I woke up, I had to dodge the arrows. And there's Sylvia on a horse, she takes me on a shortcut. Where I see Alba and Ben, they're very pleased to see me. And into the tent, he looks so big and strong. But it's now our time to fight, and we didn't show him mercy. Dirt and blood and shame, it's not me, he says. Oh, we took his memories, we sure have left him speechless. I'm gonna do these songs real quick, because there's a few of them. This one's called Jealous Cunt, not Jealous Guy, Jealous Cunt. Show and the leftover boy lets out bitty roars. He's romantic the way that I like his sleeve, kinda red, not sure why. I know where you've been last night. Vincent's cellophane party, and I was stuck by the telephone. Much if I wasn't such a jealous gun. No, I didn't get much sleep. Now, no. Thank you. That was don't know how I'm saying thank you to Kat, who's recording me. Yeah, that's a silly song. That's a silly song indeed. Let me think. I'm gonna do this one. This one's called Lost. It's called Trouble. It's about lust. Lonely times usually means me, so to speak, I mean trouble. So perverted, I'm ashamed to feel what I feel has become trouble. Much more for me than for us. Much more for me than for us. It is lost, it is lost. Only times where I read the most, I felt your words doubled. Introverted, but I did not mean what I fear has become trouble. Much more for me than for us. Much more for me than for us. It is lost, it is lost. But it's guilty and it won't last long. Under pressure it can make it undone. It's not something I can set in stone. You don't mean much more than the clothes you wear. It is lost. Much more for me than for us. Much more for me than for us. It is lost, it is lost. Only times where I felt the most, I read your words doubled. Introverted, but I did not mean what I fear has become my own trouble, yeah. Much more for me than for us. Much more for me than for us. It is lost, it is lost. I'm gonna play 2 more songs. This one's called Fragile Boy. Smoking too much dope. Oh, work and waste each harder wins. And work and waste the day away. Oh, I'm hazy and nothing you say is coming through. Fragile boy is wasted too. Woo! Funny red bike and funny red hat. Clogged up lungs and washed up eyes. I'm hazing and puffing from a blue inhaler. 'Cause fragile boy has got shed lungs. But it's all that I want. It's to smoke. And if not, I'll take what you've got. Oh, last week at show and tell, you wanted to show me your favorite films, but I couldn't decide what I wanted to see. Fragile boy is on the brink. And I ain't grumpy, I'm just purely confused, 'cause you left with a boy that looks right at you. I'm not happy, not sad, I'm the right kind of numb. But fragile boy has got shed lungs. But it's all that I want is to smoke. And if not, I'll take what you've got. Okay, sorry, I'm pure rushing through these songs, but I just wanted to show you guys the songs that I've written after the SongSeeds workshop, which was really helpful for me. So I'm just gonna do one more quick, and it's called Fires at the Meadows. Fires at the meadows, and friends are all around us, but oh, I can only see ya flickering the moon wood, and the fire seems confused, and you seem lost. So I come up and hold ya. Then you choose the next cruise, and you make it about you. What a way to be now. And I'm broke just enough to buy smoke and rob the shop. That seems to amuse ya. Camping up in Wales, a place I thought you'd never return. It's okay, now I'm near. Mixing up the tracks, not quite knowing our way back. But it's not like we're lost now. And then you play the next tune and I make it about you. What a way to be now. And I'm broke just enough to buy smoke and rob the shop. That seems to amuse ya. And the news at 12 o'clock bets on who will lose their job. But it's not like we work much. Thank you, SongSeeds, for having me. And yeah, it's great. Cheers.
Strange mood of our time.
You call that radio?
Here to tell the people that we hear you. One God will not allow.
You call that radio.
However you want to see it.
You call that radio?
You call that radio. However you want to say it, that's kind of part of the fun.
Powered by our patrons.
Brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters.
Oh, can't hear anything. She's muted.
Rosie, you're muted.
Oh, I done it. I was muted. Well done. That was excellent. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And as you were playing, we had loads of great comments coming up. So I think we're going to read some of them out. I'm not sure if you managed to see it. Alan Roriston. Hi, Alan. Lovely to have you watching. Great stuff, Ernesto. Excellent. The Voice Creations. Nice groove. I'm trying to remember the first time I saw you play was back in Ayrshire. That's amazing. I think that's Liz. Liz. Is that Liz? I think. True Voice Creations. Well, there you go. A real life, in-life person. Corina, hello. How are you doing? She's giving you big rounds of applause there. Excellent.
Thank you.
And the Real Kings of Spain. That's Quentin. Hi, Quentin. Liking the humour. I don't know if that's sarky. It's probably a sarcastic comment because it's from Quentin. But let's just say it's not. Music Broth, hello! Music Broth in the house. Excellent. And Sharon, who's going to be on a little bit later, saying it's lovely. Fantastic. And more Music Broth. Your lyrics are immense, Astroknot. Oh, Astronaut's still watching, I hope. And you're getting some love there. Mima Mero, hello Claire. Brilliant stuff, well done. Such a hard thing, this online gig malarkey. It very much is, isn't it? It's weird. This is all the love for Astroknot coming in. Alan Roriston saying you're doing well. Sharon saying you're doing well. Well done. And Music Broth are loving it. Colette, Nicole, so true to the heart. So true to the heart indeed, and emoji schmoji happening there. Fantastic. Thank you everyone who's tuning in and watching. We would like to remind you what's actually happening tonight, which is a SongSeeds takeover of You Call That Radio. Thank you so much to Mark for letting us hijack his channels for the evening. And this is all in support of Music Broth, Scotland's musical instrument and equipment library. So we're raising some funds tonight for Music Broth. You've got the link up in your screen, bit.ly/MB fundraiser. Please do go onto Music Broth's website as well, which will pop up in a second. Check out what it is that they do. You can also support Music Broth by volunteering and, of course, donating any old, unwanted or new instruments to them as well, because that's what they do. They're a musical instrument library. So please check them out if you don't know them already. And if you do have some cash that you can donate to a really excellent organisation, then we encourage you to give generously and go for it. It's Christmas. Who else are you going to buy it for? Let's be honest. It's a bit COVID-y. Don't buy stuff. Give money to things. That's a better way to do it. So please do support them. Excellent. Okay, so we're nearing the end of tonight's first half. And we're going to finish off with Mel. And I just want to check back in with Carol as well and say hello. Carol, what did you think of Ernesto's performance?
Oh, I thought it was wonderful. I loved his stuff in the SongSeeds retreat, and this is it has the same human and the same. It's very definitely a unique take on stuff, and I absolutely love that.
That's so true, Nesto. You very much do have an original sound, and I love your conversational lyrics, and very funny, yeah, lots of humour in there as well. Fantastic. All right, so we're going to go to Shelltoe Mel. I think she's ready to go. Mel, are you ready to go? Very colourful, loving it. You're brightening up my December evening. Now, I don't know if it's my internet or Mel's, but she's frozen on my screen at the moment. It might just be me though.
I think it might
is that
be
me
yours.
or is that?
I think it's you.
It's you. It's me.
But I think Shelltoe Mel was muted there as well, so it was a bit from column A, a bit from column B. Mel, are you back?
Me now.
Good stuff, Mel.
Yep. I'm going to start off with a song that I created as a part of the collab task, the Sunday songwriting, and it was with it's called Sun Goddess, and I did it with John McMustard. So I'm going to do that one because it's been a while since I remember the lyrics. So here we go. Oh, and the beats are by Conscious. So hope you like it. Here we go. Right. Let me know if the levels are okay. If you want me to turn it up. I'm here to ignite you. I am here to erase your pain. I am here when you call me, though you don't know my name. I will raise your spirit and I will nourish your soul. When you're at rock bottom, I will make love be your goal. You may feel you can't go on, but I'm here to soothe your mind. Rest easy, my brother. A new peace you will find. Don't let the darkness engulf you. Feel the warmth in your heart. You need to stay strong. Blow the negative apart.
How will I know if I'm cursed or blessed? The goddess comes, the goddess leaves. The sun goddess will help you heal. Return the power to the weak. Make the cruelest master yield. Reveal the truth others would conceal. And dry your tears before your fate is sealed.
I'm your mother, lover, sister, other. have to go complete you in order to recover. Smother you in these feel my days and days. The charging you, bombarding you with lost feel my days. Divine feminine energy needed in this man's world. Man knows not the heart he has unfurled. Living in a cave, away from prying eyes, away from the pain, the hurt, and the lies.
How will I know if I'm cursed or blessed? The goddess come, the goddess heal. The sun goddess will help you heal.
Shunned from his bedroom, scunnered to the back teeth, unable to function, encompassed in grief, crept into the cave to find a way out. Today's not that day, not on my shout. The sun god has spoken, her time has come. You have to live on, you're some other's son. Rest in my bosom, this too shall pass. You will rise again, as does the grass.
Light energy, feeling that energy, producing the chemicals of holy energy to breathe and heal. And solo seeds synthesize and then release into the atmosphere. She's been doing this for 5 billion years. On your leaves, 5,500 degrees of peace. Fire wheels, smoke grease, sweet release. It's the oldest religion from Stonehenge to the ancient Egyptians. Light, heat, and fruitfulness. Ascendancy to a higher plane. She feels what you need and heals your pain. The one constant I want to remain engulfed in her flames. She feels what you need and heals your pain.
Send you to a higher plane. Feel the pain, just remain. Synthesize and release. Return the power to the weak.
Yes. Fantastic. Sun goddess.
Need some water.
Sun goddess heating things up, that's what it is. Excellent. Oh, so good comments coming in. Gwan Mel, on your cell, Mel. Excellent. Jemma, loving it, Mel. Homegrown, always best. Yas, Mel, ya belter. Alan Roriston, Shelltoe, big thumbs up. Loads of love for Music Broth, our partners. And Jemma and Quentin connecting. Heard Rosie, yes, the real Kings of Spain is Quentin, is our very own Quentin from our songwriting group, which is excellent as well. And Sharon saying that was great. That's fantastic. That was an excellent collab, Mel. I remember when you and John just showed up one day with this golden piece of work and just was like, there you go, we done a track. And it was beautiful. Really enjoyed it. It's good that it's getting a chance to be performed as well.
It was great to meet John and so many other new people on the retreat. Because I felt probably a little like a fish out of water, but there's such a varied age range, women and men, and it was such a good vibe.
Yeah.
It was dope working with John. So
brilliant.
Hopefully, maybe next year. I can't wait to meet all of you in the real world. Because Rosie, I've not actually seen your real face.
Mel, you say that, Mel. I've met you a few times before, but it was always at a gig. And one time I came up to you and I was like, I know you. And you were like, no, I don't know you. And I was convinced that I knew you. So how amazing is that? We'd never met each other. And for some reason, I was convinced that I'd met you before. And now we've got to know each other through music, which is beautiful. And we're all going to be like, when we do all meet each other in person, we'll all be like, oh, you're so much smaller than you looked on the internet. Like, the way when you meet a celebrity, you don't quite look the same, but it's going to be an amazing event, whatever that's going to be when it's in your life, and I cannot wait. It'll be fantastic. So thank you, Mel, for that. That was awesome.
Right. Have we got time for another?
Of course you do. That's what I was just going to ask. If you got one more, that would be perfect.
Depending on how your time is. So
Go for it, Mel. Take it away. We've got time. Absolutely.
I'm going to do one called Retreat, which has got the wonderful Becci Wallace on it. So here we go. This was one of the first ones I kind of ever wrote.
So I retreat.
And so I'll retreat. Admit failure, embrace defeat. Living a lie is no mean feat. So I'll retreat. Look myself in the mirror and see a stranger. But once it was light, now I see danger. My truth is your lie and a constant look. Why motherfucker, why? Why motherfucker cry? And so I'll retreat. Back to where I'm from. Back to my cave. Back where I belong. Yeah, I'll retreat. Away from an unrecognisable world to the comfort of noise for the mind unfurled. Yeah, I'll retreat. Yeah, I'll retreat. Engaging no longer an option. Body an option for sale. Mind up for adoption. Emancipation of the female. Back to happy where I was complete. The bag was less heavy, things were unique. Yeah, I'll retreat. Yeah, I'll retreat. Back to the shadows of my former self. Back to the energy of youth. Back to where there was a clean bill of health. Back to the land of truth. No communication, yes obliteration, near obsolete. Maltreated, defeated, deleted, depleted, defeated. Yeah, I'm retreating.
Back to the break the familiar. To play is to win. But till it's down to whatever, it's safer within. And you want to write me the silent essay. You want to write me, it's safer within. And so I retreat.
Yeah, I'm still here, so I will rise. Shed all of the spice, spread my wings and fly. I'm not dead yet, I'm a strong mindset. Once you meet me, you will never forget. I'm a force of nature and an anomaly. You want easy? Don't follow me. Flash from the past, leaving you with conundrums. You have me grasp your onto plumb, so I will rise to the skies. But continue to the skies. A trailblazer, stargazer. Faker, breaker, overtaker, mixing and matching fabrics. Create in the blended picture. Being an undercover maverick. Blending a potent elixir. Photos and camouflage united. Opposite ends of the spectrum. Any preconceived notions, you can blow them out of your rectum. Rules are made to be broken. Floors were made to be broke on. Breaking the dance, breaking the trance, leaving the open end without a glance. Flying higher to the skies higher. Higher to the skies higher. Dolphins higher, feel the fire. Dolphins higher, motherfucking higher!
Yes. Yes. Fantastic. What an end. And a wee coin in the swear jar right at the end for you there. I love your passion in the delivery. You're there. You're totally in the moment when you deliver your work. It's amazing. It's great to watch. Thank you so much.
Yes, yes.
Oh, Becci's back.
I'm back, guys. I'm having a little bit of a trouble with a 2-year-old at the moment.
Oh,
Here's me
no.
saying yes, yes, yes for your tunes, Mel. So that's good. Whoop, whoop. Brilliant stuff, as always.
This last one is called The Oracle.
Yes.
And the beats by Conscious. And Becky kindly, is it mastered it? I don't know what you call it.
Maybe, I don't know, let's call it that.
She made it sound good. Right, here we go. Oh no, wait a minute, wait. I pressed the wrong button. Wait to put my spectacles on. I can't see. Oh fuck. Wait a minute. Wait, where we at? I'm working for an iPod here. Technology's getting in my head. Right, here we go. Yes. The Oracle. Beats by Conscious. Attack! Counter-attack! Break the walls and fall back. Take some time, assess the damage. Heal the wounds so you can manage. The Oracle is broken. She's been walking. She's taking the joint. She's talking. That element benefit. What the hell did you expect? Condensing, responsible dispensing. Taking notes and plans I'm implementing. Say what you want, you won't get in my way. I have through works and I can cut through the state. Fire's been established. Hobbies and drama have been relinquished. Learn my lessons, recognize my mistakes. Surrender myself, use small things, satiated, understated. Strip those walls and repaint it. To dance, no one could hear. I moved my body to express a fear. Barriers, I broke them down while shedding the tears of a clown. Lay in my bed, saw red. Thought that I was fucking half dead. Find under Jimmy do, find under Jimmy don't. Feel the rope tighten around your throat. Picking up speed as it all falls down. Say what you want, but you'll never steal my crown. Annihilate all histories in my path. They'll have no fury, feel my knife. With some destruction, I'll lie in my bed. Look around my bed, I'm all seeing red. Diabolical, ridiculous, to king despair. Get that awful washed out my hair. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my! Don't need no cat to get me high. Time is limited, not wasted. I can see a higher plane, I can taste it. Wise men rising, reaching the top. I'm a force of nature, the groove will never stop. Rewind. Repeat. Repair. Rewind. Remember. Surrender. Surrender. Attack! Counter-attack! Break the walls and fall back. Take some time, assess the damage. Heal the wounds so you can manage. The Oracle is walking. She's been walking. She's taking the joint and she's talking. The fifth element in effect. What the hell did you expect? Peace.
Whoop, whoop,
Yes.
whoop, whoop, whoop.
Strange mood about time.
You call that radio,
Yeah.
radio. More like a TV show, TV show, TV show. On almost every night, every night, every night. It's gonna be streaming live, streaming live, streaming live. You call that radio, radio, radio. More like a TV show, TV show, TV show. On almost every night, every night, every night. It's gonna be
Love it.
I think the facial
Mel.
expression that goes with that is pretty classic as well, man. It's a bit less. There you go. That was brilliant, Mel. It was great to hear those tunes, man. Great to hear them. Always a belter when you perform. There you go, Music Broth. Agree completely. Yes, Mel, belter. See, it's the only word for it. Love this so much. There we are. There's the belter, Ember Quine. Love this tune, Mel. So glad to have caught it. Up to my eyeballs with uni. Sorry about that. And Music Broth and SongSeeds. And yes, lots of yes there from Ember Quine. High praise indeed. And there's GMA to the music. Read me the old-fashioned phone book to a beat and I'd be happy. I think that's fair.
True.
Oh, here's the belter Colette Nicol just sent all my musical cases. Love for Perthshire. Yes. Causes, cases. Oh God, I'm sorry, Colette. I never get your comments right. I'm sorry. Right, okay. Well, that's us then, eh? Sweet. Ernesto, your set was amazing. Thanks so much. It's really good to hear all those new songs, and they were all quite funny. You reminded me of Loudon Wainwright a wee bit, some of those songs. I don't know if you know who that is, but he's a pure belting songwriter. Anyway, yeah, so that was pure cool. I think that I'm going to be quiet for a second so that Rosie can formally introduce the second half.
Oh, we've went small. We've went skinny. Here. I've went big now. So, for everybody who's still watching, hello. Thank you for staying with us. I was going to say spending your Saturday night with us, but it's not Saturday. So, whatever day is your Wednesday night. I hope you're all feeling okay now that we are very much in December too. It's going to be an interesting month, so thank you for spending some of it here. So next up, so that's kind of the first half of tonight. We're in the second half of the evening, and you're going to hear from Becci Wallace, Jemma, Sharon, and also we've got Iona Fyfe going to play us out at the end. So we've got a really nice little lineup for you for the next 45 minutes to an hour. But before that, we want to kind of remind everybody why we're here, which is to raise some money for Music Broth, Scotland's musical instrument and equipment library. So if you have the inclination, please do give generously. The link is up on the screen just now, so it's a bit.ly link, so bit.ly/MB fundraiser. Other ways you can also support Music Broth is to donate some of your time as a volunteer. You can also donate any instruments over to Music Broth as well. Please share the work that they're doing on your social media, and I'm sure there's more other ways you can support them as well by visiting their website. So please head over to Music Broth's website. It's brand new. They've just done a rebrand, which is an excellent look. It looks fantastic. Rebranding as Scotland's loudest library, which is perfect. And this half of the evening as well, you're going to be hosted by Becci. But before that happens, if we can just see Jemma and Sharon and Becci on the screen, and we can all say hello to each other. It's been a little while, hasn't it? It's been a couple of weeks. We've just got a CD. That looks like a CD. That's how old I am. And a little swishy circle.
CDs today to my
A record.
They were their first years, and I was like talking about the death of CD, and then I was like, has anyone bought a CD this year? Last 5 years? Anyone bought? Hands up if you've never bought a CD. Hands up if you've never used a CD.
They didn't.
No, actually, to be fair to them, every single one of them had at least used a CD, so that's something. But we're definitely evolving out of the CD era.
We are. Although
I like a CD. I like a.
Do you like a
thing.
CD?
I like a physical thing. Yeah. But.
Yeah, me too. Oh, Jemma, I'm loving the fairy lights arranged in your artist name. But oh, look at that!
Well done.
Hello.
You were away too.
So cool, isn't it? Very, very glitzy. glitzy glam. In the private chat, for everyone who's watching, we were all talking about how our top halves are very glamorous. This is sounding like a euphemism, it's not, but our bottom halves were very comfortable, not quite as glamorous. Actually, maybe it isn't a euphemism, maybe that's actually true for a lockdown. Who shaved their legs? Who even bothered shaving their legs throughout this summer when we couldn't leave the house? Not me. Anyway, enough about my hairy legs. So how are you doing, Jemma and Sharon? You were on our songwriting retreat for SongSeeds. It's been a little while. What have you been up to since then? I'll go to you, Jemma. You're down in Bristol. How's things been since the songwriting retreat?
Yeah, good. I really loved the retreat. I didn't know what to expect because I've not been on a retreat before at all, like in real life, and it was super intense, but just so productive and like just helps push you forward and get you out of your comfort zone, and it was great. Good job, guys.
Oh, good job to you. Good job to you for powering through as well. It was intense. And Sharon, what about you? What have you been up to since we were last on screen together?
I'm trying to remember. Well, I mean, I've been working on one of the tracks that we did during the retreat with Jerry. So we've done a bit of back and forth on that, and it's been really fun. And I've had I've had a little chat online to Jemma, and I'd like to talk to her again properly sometime. I haven't done masses, I don't think, but I certainly want to. I mean, I'm still working on trying to sort of record some of my stuff. I'm still working on trying to get better at recording, which I think I am. I am gradually getting better at it, but there's still some way to go.
Absolutely, you are. It's been so, Sharon. For folk who are watching, when we were chatting earlier on about the Facebook group that myself and Becci were facilitating, Sharon was in that group, and it's been amazing. Like, I'm looking at you now, Sharon, with the headphones and your condenser mic and your setup, and it has been like seeing from the inception, essentially, of you being like, right, great. I'm going to record myself. I'm going to work out how to do it. It's going to be a pain in the bum, but I'm going to get there. And you're there. You're doing it. So that's fantastic.
I don't know. I've never tried to play wearing headphones before, though, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. It's like I'm going to be able to hear or not.
Do it. That's how they all do it in the band. What's it called?
One sort of off, but even so, it's a bit.
That's how they do it, and then we do one headphone on. It makes you look cool. That's it. All right, fantastic. Well, we're going to come back to you really soon and get some music from you. But to kick things off in the second half, we've got our own Becci from SongSeeds, who is going to play. I'm going to say the name of the song and hope that it's right. Things They Say About Love.
Yeah, let's.
Or the other one.
This one will do. They're both about water, so it's all good.
Oh, very cool. All right.
Right, hi everyone, me again. Okay, I'm going to sing you a wee song. I'm just going to hold headphones over. So this is another song from my album. It's the first single from my new album, Present Tense, and it's called The Things They Say About Love. And when we go sailing, we won't come back again. When we go sailing, we won't come back again. Tell me it's true, the things they say about love. He takes her to dances. Tell me it's true, the things they say about love. She patches up his bruises, kisses, listens, pushes. It's an inspired old game, making like the pictures in the window display. Dusty cabinets, Saturdays at home. Tell me we can, the things they say about love.
sharpens my edges. Tell me we can, the things they say about love. We used to be so reckless, racking up regrets. Now we're the talk of town, making like the pictures in the windows we hate. Love forever into the unknown. And when we go sailing, tell me you're not bored. The things they say about love, she takes him for granted. Tell me you're not bored. The things they say about love, he always makes excuses, and she says that he's useless. We're the talk of town, making like the pictures in the window display. Love forever, Saturdays at home, alone again. And when we go sailing, we won't come back again. Well, when we go sailing, we won't come back again. Well, 'cause diamond circles break under heavy weight. Forever isn't something I can contemplate. Our face entwined, and he keeps me afloat when the winds are low. But lately I've been sensing a screaming storm inside. So while you and I go, and then we go where we go, smiling hand in hand and face the tide. And when you and I go, tell me that we won't, tell me that we won't, tell me that we won't come back again. 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 Won't come back again.
Yes.
Ooh, I was doing a wee dramatic head down there. Hold on a second.
Powerful. Powerful. Lots of comments happening as you were performing that as well. Gemma, lovely to hear your voice at full strength. Going for it, man. Giving it loudy.
Aye,
Give me
man.
goosebumps. Alan, love this song. Great. Thank you, Alan. Great song. Great album. If no one's heard the album yet, present tense, please go and check it out on Spotify and Bandcamp, or go to BecciWallace.net, where you can get all your Becci Wallace needs met. Not those ones, but the music ones. Excellent. Sorry, I didn't bring that. It's past the watershed. Mima Mero, love this one, Becky. Absolutely. I chose a good one. Music Broth, thanks so much everyone for performing. Great stuff, great chats, and thanks everyone who tuned in and donated. Thanks Rosie, Becky and Mark for hosting. You're all awesome. Top show, Jen. You're awesome.
Yeah.
You're awesome. And the whole charity is awesome. You've got an excellent team. So we're going to just take this opportunity as well to plug another Music Broth show happening on the 13th of December, which I think is a week on Sunday. Who knows? I thought it was Saturday.
A week on Sunday. Yes.
A week on Sunday. Unsilent Night, where you'll be seeing these two mugs again. Hey!
We get around, man. We're getting around, aren't we?
We get around. But a whole host of amazing acts throughout the entire day. It's a bumper day. It's going to be excellent. So get that in your diaries and get yourself a nice wee Sunday dinner on the go, and tune in on the 13th for Unsilent Night, where you can also continue to donate to Music Broth, as I'm sure you're all doing this evening. Okay, so I'm going to hand hosting. There we go. Lovely. There we go. So that's happening on the date that it says on the thing.
absolutely brilliant acts there. Yeah, it's going to be crazy, and some people that I think we've not had a chance to hear for a while as well, because festivals haven't happened, and there's that whole connective tissue of the music scene that's missing, man. Like even Flew the Arrow used a regular at like Kelburn and stuff like that. And we'll get to hear Jigsaw Tiger and Johnny Cypher, Erin, Becca. There's just so much happening. Rory O.B., that's going to be amazing. Lauren Dalgleish as well, an absolutely brilliant artist from down there in the borders. So
All right.
yeah,
Great,
man.
absolutely great lineup, excellent lineup. So, and all for the best of causes as well. We need to make sure that music does not hide and is put behind barriers of finance and wealth and means, and it is available to as many people as possible. So Music Broth also run a hardship fund where for those families and those people who maybe can't even afford to give monthly for a Music Broth membership, they can still access musical instruments. And you know what, like playing an instrument, I've always thought is like having a ticket. It's if you can play a musical instrument and do music, you've got this ticket, you can go anywhere in the world and you can connect with other people. Even you might not speak the language or know the culture, but it gets you, it's a different part of being here, isn't it? And being able to play music.
And
so
it's like a total privilege as well. I always think that like being musical is so, it's like we don't sometimes realise how lucky we are because we're able to express some stuff that other people also feel, but they don't maybe have the creative means to express. And like a charity like Music Broth, they do a lot of workshops and they do a lot of stuff around community songwriting and community music. That's actually passing on those means to express, because we all have that creativity inside us. It's just some of us are lucky enough to have tapped into it from day one, and then other folk, it can experience this transformative thing through music that can only happen if it's given to them and delivered to them. And guess what? In order to do that, things need funded, and it just needs to happen more, especially these brilliant community organisations. So
absolutely.
Don't be stingy, folks. No,
don't be stingy.
Don't
Absolutely.
be stingy.
That's absolutely right. And then obviously if you do want to have a space for your work and you do have the means and you can afford it, then please do check out SongSeeds.uk, our next songwriting retreat. It's a 4-day retreat. It's pretty intense, but you're going to get so much out of it that hopefully will keep you going for months and months to come. And anyone who's based in Scotland who does join SongSeeds gets access to a Music Broth membership for that month as well. So, you get access to instruments to be able to keep going with your work. And continue the joy and the art of writing songs, which is always a beautiful
and just
thing.
to clarify, my friends, my friends, I mean Mark, my friend, it's songseeds.uk, so there's no co. We don't do co. I don't know why. There's no co in UK.
No co. It's UK. There we go. Fantastic.
There's no in UK. It's just UK. Cool. Okay, Rosie Bans, I would like to say thank you so much for opening and hosting probably a little bit more than the first half of it. Very glad you were here. You actually saved my bacon a little because I had a very angry child for a bit there. Yes, behind the fourth wall, that's what's happening. That's the fourth wall right there. Behind that is just chaos happening. So thank you so much for that. And also we're going to move on now with our next 3 acts. 2 of them are here, which is fantastic. And we're going to bring up Sharon and Jemma now to the screens for your musical enjoyment. Here comes Sharon. And Jemma is once again a disc. Oh, there she is. Hello.
Hey.
So it's wonderful to have you both here. I'm loving the reverb fishbowl that you're living in, Jemma. That's pretty awesome.
I can't take it off, I'm afraid, because
honestly, I always think life would be better if we all had a bit of reverb, to be honest, man.
I love a bit of reverb.
Yeah, just like buying something at the shop and it's like $2.99, please.
Everyone would sound so much better.
Yeah, and a bit more godly, a bit more ethereal as well. It's beautiful. So thank you for bringing that to the table.
God knows.
Sharon. Yeah, man, you're programmed that way. It's not your fault. Cool. And Sharon, it's lovely to have you here as well. Very sparkly, my friend. And looking forward. I must say, I was taken aback the first time I heard you play, Sharon. I think I say this every time, but I've never seen someone perform so uniquely in the way that you did the first week. Because Sharon and I met in Bristol, funnily enough, and we were playing at the Colston Hall. And
I feel a bit out of practice though. I mean, it's like I have done about, I think this is about my 6th live stream gig, but I haven't done one for a while, and it feels like, yeah, it feels like a long while anyway. But yeah.
Yeah, it can get quite nerve-wracking. Rosie and I were actually just talking about that today. Like, a lot of live gigs and you kind of forget about it, but then the second you've had a few weeks off from a live stream and you come back, you're like, oh no, buttons and tech and mute buttons and cameras on, cameras off. It's a nightmare. So you don't want to hear about my moans about everyday life in this
Headphones.
time. You want to hear music. And so let's have that. So, again, we were going to go to Sharon now, who's going to play us 3, which I'm sure will be beautiful songs and all very different and Sharon-like, which I'm very excited about. So
Okay.
without further ado, this way, Sharon.
Okay, thank you. Good evening. Yeah, I'm going to start with a song called More for Less, which Becky certainly heard before. I never start with this song. And I couldn't make up my mind what to play. I'm still changing my mind as I go along. But I've at least decided I'm going to start on the violin. So. Now listen to my story. It's sad, but it is true. There's people out there telling you you've got more work to do. There's fat that can be trimmed off if you think in skies of blue. Yet the truth is you can only do as much as you can do. You can't do more for less about some consequence. The rich get more for less. What happens to the rest of them? The weak and less. There is no more for less. You can't do more for less. You can't do more for less about some consequence. The rich get more for less. What happens to the rest of them? The weak and less. There is no more for less. You can't do more for less. Just a bloody mess. Your political whitewash is making me feel quite cross. There's myths about the world. Lives the life of Riley, who never breaks a sweat, who doesn't have to work hard. Well, I've never met her yet. You can't do more for less about some consequence. The rich get more for less. What happens to the rest of the time? The weak and less. There is no more for less. You can't do more for less. You can't do more for less about some consequence. The rich get more for less. What happens to the rest of the time? The weak and less. There is more for less. You can't do more for less. Just a bloody mess. You can't make 2 and 2 make 5. You can't make wrong things right. So if you do your sums, you see why we have to stand and fight. Those that are being butchered don't get to hold the knife, but there are things we believe in for which we have to strive. You can't do more for less about some consequence. The rich get more for less. What happens to the rest of the time? The weak and less. There is no more for less. You can't do more for less. You can't do more for less about some consequence. The rich get more for less. What happens to the rest of the time? The weak and less. There is no more for less. You can't do more for less. Such a bloody mess. It's really weird playing
Honestly.
sitting down and being wedged in between the cupboards. I can't bow properly. But yeah. I didn't take that into account. But anyway, yeah. Okay, I feel a bit better now.
No, I'm glad you got. I'm glad you got that out there, Sharon. And also, I've got to say, as I said, it's such a unique take on performance, and I love watching you when you come into this. Don't know what the lyrics are. You can't do more for this without some consequence, but absolutely cool, man.
Yeah,
Both
it's
fellows,
well, it's a
belters,
political
all of
song, but
you.
yeah.
Hello, Ian Diamond. Yeah, it is a totally political song, right? And that's what I love. You've got this pure, like, really unique folk
Thank you.
politic violin thing. I know I'm going to shut up. Right, Sharon, another song for us, my friend.
Yes, I've got a lot of very short ones, so I could do. I maybe even squeeze in 4 if I'm allowed. But anyway, I'll do Shades of Green, which is the 20-word song from the Sunday songwriting. Because I've still got the violin in my hand. If I can just about move. So this is about lockdown, basically. Silence is birdsong, empty skies. Time slows, who knows why? Will we remember in between March to September, shades of green? Silence is birdsong, empty skies. Time slows, who knows why? Will we remember in between March to September, shades of green?
Oh, yes. That's something quite beautiful, isn't it? Right there.
Thank you. I need to do something with that. I haven't done it. See, Becky, I didn't even sound check a guitar because I've decided playing the guitar is like a political act because I'm not really a guitarist. But anyway,
It's a great.
this is from the first week that I joined Sunday songwriting, and this is Sea of Fortune. And maybe you can tell why I suddenly decided I had to play this while I was listening to you two speak earlier on. So I'll try anyway. Sea of fortune, where do you flow? When we're at our lowest ebb, you still come and you still go. Can this tide be turned? And if it is, what will be learned? Can this tide be turned? And if it is, what will be learned? I may be set inside 4 walls. The birds still know to sing. The nighttime it still falls. Can this tide be turned? And if it is, what will be learned? Can this tide be turned? And if it is, what will be learned? Tides go by turns, and changes chance by course. From foul to fair, from better hap to worse. Can this tide be turned? And if it is, what will be learned? Can this tide be turned? And if it is, what will be learned? We can sow seeds and watch them grow. And in small change itself, some happiness will show. Can this tide be turned? And if it is, what will be learned? Can this tide be turned? And if it is, what will be learned? Yes, this tide will turn. It's up to us what we do learn. Yes, this tide will turn. It's up to us what we do learn. Woo! Yes.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
That was
Did you tell why?
beautiful.
Tell why I had to do that one? Because it's got the last verses. We can sow seeds. That's why. Because I was like, I thought, oh, I've got to sing. That's really appropriate. But I nearly didn't because I thought, no, I can't do the guitar. But anyway,
You did great. Guitar was
I
great.
changed my
Well
mind.
done. So thank you, Sharon. The guitar was great. I know you've probably got one more for us still. Just checking in here with Mark. The next Songseed retreat is indeed January 21st to 24th, and you can apply by going to songseeds.uk. And every time we do a Songseed retreat, we like to, as Rosie said earlier, it is all about the song. So we take a lot of time. We take a lot of time giving people space, essentially, to write their songs. So the next Songseed retreat, and every Songseed retreat, we always have a guest speaker, and the next one is Chris Drever. So for all you folk heads out there, he will be turning up on the the Saturday of the retreat. Yeah, thank you. and giving us some of his practice wisdom, so what he does to write a song. All our stuff is about the music. So that would be some great insight into someone in the industry and how they work. So that's to look forward to. But for now, we have one more song from our dear friend Sharon.
Okay, this is a old one. I'll do What Time Is Later. What time is later? She said unto me. What time is later? We'll just have to see. We can't read the tea leaves or live in the past. We can't see the future, however we ask. We ask. What time is later? You've asked of age. What time is later? It's part of the stage. Now is the beginning and now is the end. The sands keep on running down to the end. What time is later? I really don't know. I'm loving my life and I want it to slow, to feel every heartbeat and taste every tear, but beckoned or not, later is near. It's near. What time is later? We'll never know. What time is later? How I love you so.
what a beautiful melody. For everybody that's just tuning in, all these songs tonight and all the people you see in front of you have all been participants in our SongSeeds retreats. Here's Lindsay Kelly, glad to have caught this, sounding great. Yeah, totally, man. Totally. Such a beautiful song, Sharon, true story. It really was. Amazing night of people and music. Thank you. Support Music Broth. Yes, please do support Music Broth. So our wonderful partners, Music Broth, Scotland's musical instrument library, who loan out instruments for people who need them. We are fundraising for them this evening, so please donate if you can to Music Broth, and also have a wee look at our SongSeeds page for more info on them and more info on us. So, my friends, Sharon, thank you so much. That was really gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Seriously, it's really cool.
You smashed it, man.
No,
There you
I'm
go.
alright.
Sharon, so lovely to see you properly. There you go. That's Claire. So and me, Mero. So again, another.
Oh, thanks, Claire.
Who's doing her EP launch on Friday here on You Call That Radio, so you can all check that out. Mark, you are quite the host, I'll tell you that. The background man with the mostess. That's really good. So everyone can come back, check that out on You Call That Radio. Lots of stuff happening here, of course. And thank you to You Call That Radio. This, my friends, is a perfect example of how wonderful it is to have partners and allies within the music industry. And I think that is another thing that the lockdown actually has blessed us with. There seems to have been a kind of an evolution of how we network, and we kind of need each other a bit more. So here we are, platformed by You Call That Radio, advertising and showing off SongSeeds while raising money for Music Broth. What a lovely circle of life that is. Wonderful, Rosie. I'm loving your hand gestures in the background. I feel like now that we've swapped, I should have given you more hand gestures in the first round. Okay, so
Becky, I think it's so important as well to feel part of a community is so amazing, because I feel like connected to people like yourselves and Mel, and I've met Jemma recently as well, and it's just amazing, because otherwise it could feel really, really isolating. So yeah, it's really, really awesome to have met you all in your little boxes.
Absolutely. Box life. It's not so bad, man. It's not so bad. It's not so bad when you've got friends around you. And actually, isn't it true in real life, when that ever happens again? We have to keep these lessons that we've learned and make sure that we act in the same way when we move forward. And we've got the freedom to do all that stuff that we can't do, that stops us from channeling this really important source of networking that we'll have right in front of us.
Yeah,
my friend,
absolutely.
That's all I've got to say on the matter.
That's so true. And this, it's not just surviving it as well, it's that collaboration is part of being a human being. It's the thing that allowed us to survive for so long, is meeting other humans and being like, going to help me and I'll help you and let's make something together. And I think when you come into a collaborative space with music at the core, there's something really natural about it. There's something so natural about us congregating. And what blows my mind is that it also does translate online. I never thought it would. If you were to put it on a piece of paper and say in 2020 all you'll be doing is collaborating online, I'd be like, that sounds shite. But actually I've had some amazing experiences this year that I won't forget, and I've met so many more people this year online than I have in person in 1 year at a time. So I mean, it is a great thing that we're
There's
doing.
definitely some positive. Music is supposed to be in a community, as you say, but also, I mean, you want to connect with people, don't you? Literally, you want to communicate, your music to other people, and so connection is so important. Yeah, it's really valuable.
Absolutely.
And that communication, it's like in a weird way for all of us as well. We kind of all had to hit the reset button, and that applies whether you are releasing your first single next month or you've been playing our world famous. We're all sitting in our little boxes playing our music, and in a really cool way. I think that's kind of not leveled the playing field. There'll always be a playing field, but it's made the world feel a little bit more accessible, because we're all starting from the same point. We don't have a lighting show behind us. We don't have all that stuff that can emphasize the artistry. There's just you, your box, In your case, your
Aye.
violin. In your case, your raps. In your case, your guitar. And we're just doing our thing. Do you know what I mean?
Doing your thing,
So thank
That's
God
it.
for it, my friends. And Danielle
Pals.
Music Bro.
Pals. Hunnels are new pals. Yes. I love that pals.
Pals, oh
I'm just worried that everyone will go away, and I'll still be stuck in this box.
Have you actually tried getting out of the box?
No,
I
you
don't know if
won't.
we can. Has anyone actually tried? I don't think it works.
I hope folk keep doing things online, you know, like
Yeah, I want to, Mel.
yeah.
I'd still be up for doing things online.
Cool. Well, me
Because wait,
Mel and Sharon. Once everyone moves back into the real world, Mel and Sharon taking over the internet. That's it. Right, but we're going to move on, guys, because we've still got 2 live acts to hear. I'm really, really excited and happy to invite our next live act, Jemma, to play for us. I've just met Jemma. We just met Jemma at the last SongSeeds retreat, and I think we were all pretty blown away by the absolute bars and also just standard of tunes that you were popping out, Jemma. So it's great to have you here, and without further ado, please do take it away.
Thanks, guys. Okay. This first song is called Chasing Faces. From the touch of your body, I know my time's up, time's up. You are so beautiful, yeah, knew I loved you more. You like to be adored, well, don't we all? I'll be chasing faces, random places, all my days looking for. You are so beautiful, it's hard to let you go, to let you go. From the way that you look at me now, you've made your mind up, You are so beautiful, yeah, no, I love you more. You like to be adored, well, don't we all? I'll be chasing faces, random places, all my days looking for. You are so beautiful, it's hard to let you go, to let you go, to let you go. Oh no, baby. Oh no, baby. Oh na 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 na. If I'm not your baby, if I'm not your baby, I'm nothing at all. You are so beautiful, it's hard to let you go. I'll be chasing faces, random places, all my days looking for. You are so beautiful, it's hard to let you go. I'll be chasing faces, random places, all my days looking for. You are so beautiful, it's hard to let you go, 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 to let you go.
Yes, yes.
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
Bringing the pop bangers to the table.
I only
Loving
write
this
3-minute pop songs.
That's great. We need people like you. You're holding the economy together, right, Moa? Amazing vocals. Jemma, just tell us what your artist name is. Is it GMA? Do you call yourself? Is that your
It's
artist name?
Jemma without the E and the other
Oh
M.
my
It's like
god.
Jemma.
It's the Novell thing, right? I need to do some homework on the new stuff, man.
I've got bits missing.
Alan
Yeah.
says that was excellent. Yeah, that was excellent. Loved that performance. Yeah, it's beautiful, man. Loving your vibes. All for cooperation and community. Damn tootin', Sharon, that's for sure. Karina's giving you the claps. High praise indeed. Cool, man. Well, you've got some more for us, so go for it, Jemma. Let's have your second track.
Sure. This is a song called The One, which I wrote after hearing another Ed Sheeran song. We have a saying that goes like this: Sheeran, which just means he's done it again. So take this, Sheeran. Kind of.
First time that I saw you, I couldn't stop thinking about you, and I hardly know you, but you took my hand, said you were thinking of me too. You said, I wish that you could see how I see you through my eyes. Just myself, well, so it's probably a surprise. And I didn't know then what I know now. You're gonna be the one to comfort me. You're gonna be there at the end of all my days. And I've been hanging on. Guess I can't stop looking, 'cause I think I found the one. The one, the one, the one I know. Now we are together, but sometimes I think you'd be better off without me. You help me remember why you took my hand, said you were thinking of me too. You say, I wish that you could see how I see you through my eyes. You're feeling up and down, so it probably feels like lies. And I didn't know that what I know now. You're gonna be the one to comfort me. You're gonna be there at the end of all my days. And I've been hanging on. Yes, I can't stop looking, 'cause I think I found the one. The one, the one, the one I know. Sometimes I feel like I'm having doubts. Sometimes I feel like shouting out loud. But when you kiss me, I realize that you're gonna be the one to comfort me. You're gonna be there at the end of all my days. And I've been hanging on. Guess I can't stop looking, 'cause I think I found the one. You're gonna be the one to comfort me. You're gonna be there at the end of all my days. And I've been hanging on. Guess I can't stop looking, 'cause I think I found the one. You're the one for me, yeah. You're the one. You're the one for me, yeah. You're the one. You're the one for me, yeah. You're
just loving this, man.
Thanks, guys.
Loving it. Great vibes, great tune. So catchy, says Mima. Indeed, beautiful voice, bloody right. Really beautiful.
Thank you.
Sweet babes. Yes, Colette's back. Bra voice doll. Love you, baby doll, from our friend Colette there. And another from the real king of Spain. So great to hear your songs again, Jemma. And what a voice, my goodness. That's our Quentin there. And oofed,
Yeah, really good.
that voice. Rosie and I were just saying privately there that you have got you've got total pop chops. Like, you're such a brilliant pop writer, and we've imagined a dream duo with you and another pop writer that we'll let you know about at a later date.
Oh,
Right.
that'd be great.
Yeah, Jen, I think her name is. Yeah, man, totally great. Loving your vibes. And I loved how that started really quite Ed Sheeran-y, but then it went somewhere completely different. Is that part of your practice, Jemma? Like, do you ever just hear a song and then like maybe take a top line and then morph it? Do you do that? Sorry, that's a total songwriting question for everybody in the room.
Every song's different, I guess. Every time's different, but yeah, that was particularly inspired by Ed Sheeran, so that's the only reason I mentioned him.
It's awesome, man. Really great. Thank you. And just to remind everyone again, if you've just tuned in, this is a SongSeeds You Call That Radio takeover, and we are taking over in order to raise money for our partners, Music Broth, Scotland's musical instrument library, and hopefully you guys will find it within you to donate, if you can, of course, to Music Broth to support local charities and businesses. Lindsay says, loving the pop element, long overdue. Yeah, it totally is, Lindsay. Wow, so beautiful, Jemma. Well done from Emma there as well. Some
Hey, mate.
comments coming in. Oh. Cool, okay, so we've still got one more tune from Jemma. When she comes back, she's disappeared. It looked like it just disappeared there. So yeah, we're going to get another track.
I wasn't doing anything.
Speaking to the little person that's pedaling under your feet. Cool, fabulous Jemma from Music Broth, top pop vibes and voice. Yes, please do support Music Broth, guys. That's what we're here for. Representing Music Broth is the SongSeeds crew, ever evolving, ever growing. And again, Music Broth, next big gig, Unsilent Night on the 13th, which is happening next Sunday, week on Sunday. Another chance to raise some money for Music Broth, and you can support them at musicbroth.org as well. We shall let you know a little bit more about what SongSeeds are up to in the next few months after we have another track from the wonderful Jemma Novels. Let's do this.
Hi guys, going again. This song is called Money. Nothing in this life is free, my little darling. You pay for it later. When you do, you pay it twice. Wish I could tell you it's better. Wish I had good news that I could sell to you. What do I have to do to get it through to you? Money isn't something I like to talk about. Something you like costs more than thing you don't like. The price you pay depends on who you are and who you know. But don't know anyone. Wish I could tell you it's better. We
What do I have to do to get through to you? Money isn't something I like to talk about. It looks nice there on the other side. How do I get to the other side? It looks nice there on the other side. How do I get to the other side when nothing's free, nothing's free, nothing's free, nothing's free, nothing's free, nothing's free? What do I have to do to get it through to you? Money is something I like to talk about. What do I have to do to get it through to you? Money is something I like to talk about. Money isn't something I like to talk about. Money isn't something I like to talk about. Nothing's free. Oh no.
Can't remember. I like the big applause.
I like that applause line. It's cool.
It's,
Yeah.
it's
I
gratifying.
love that hook, man. Money isn't something I like to talk about. That's a great melody. Totally great. Alan says great voice. Agreed, Alan, 100%. I still have a recording of Alone, Gemma. Such a tune. Quentin's got that for you. If you wish to access the archives, please contact Quentin. He has the
Thanks,
copy. Cool, man. Gemma, do you have another track for us?
We've got one more.
Nice,
more
nice,
tune.
nice.
One more tune.
Fantastic. Well, let's be having it then. It's been great to hear you.
Thanks, Vicky. Right. This song's called Testify. It's for anyone who likes to catastrophize. Like me.
About to ruin it, 'cause I can't seem to help myself. I need to know if you like me as much as I like you or not. If I don't hear the words I want to hear, will stop. And I won't hesitate. I'll just be done. I'll go. You'll never see me again. Oh. Catastrophizing is something that I always do. I'm about to lose you, 'cause I can't seem to help myself. I need to know if you like me as much as I like you or not. If I don't hear the words I want to hear, will stop. And I won't hesitate. I'll just be done. I'll go. You'll never see me again. Oh. Here we go again, inevitable. I like to dissect before I let it go. I can't pick apart anything you've got. One look, one text, one arrow. I need to know If you like me as much as I like you or not. If I don't hear the words I want to hear, will stop. And I won't hesitate or just be gone. I'll go, you'll never see me again. I need to know if you like me as much as I like you or not. If I don't hear the words I want to hear, will stop. And I won't hesitate or just be gone. I'll go, you'll never see me again. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Attitude had a big bunch of punk in it, that one.
Excellent.
And again, Alan says, brilliant talent, true story, and hopefully we'll see a lot more of Jemma doing some of these Scottish live streams. Bring your energy, I say. This is ace, it is indeed. Thank you, Sharon, Claire. Yeah, you're doing some cool vibes, and thank you for it. And Sharon, thank you as well for joining us and playing your amazing music that can only be categorised as Sharon's music, and that's why I love it so much. It's been great to have you, and it's for everyone that's out there listening, thank you very much for staying with us and supporting SongSeeds, supporting Music Broth. Please remember that you can donate to Music Broth. We're trying to raise some money for them this evening, so please do donate to Music Broth if you can. Now, we want to just plug something that we are also doing at the moment, because it is coming up for Christmas and and beyond, Christmas and beyond, and SongSeeds now have an option for you, any one of you, to buy a gift voucher for your loved one or someone that you just think could really do with some time and space to write and think about their music and work on their words, whatever you think. So SongSeeds now do a gift voucher, and you can apply that gift voucher to any month left on one of our retreats. You can buy it for one of your friends, you can buy it for family, you can buy it for a child, whatever you want, as long as they're over 16. We also do have free bursary places on every retreat for 16 to 25 year olds. So if you fancy coming, and it's £50 for our retreats, but if that's something that you don't think you can manage, you can apply for our retreats with through the bursary place. And that's the next one is January 21st, 24th with guest speaker Chris Draver. So just in time for you to buy a gift card perhaps for your loved one for Christmas, £50. Now, I don't want to blow SongSeeds trumpet, but trust me, for £50 you will be getting a really wonderful experience. So please do remember that. Rosie, have you got something you'd like to say on the matter?
Also, if you want to buy it for yourself, then do that as well.
Yeah, do that.
And it is a weird Christmas. It's going to be a different Christmas than usual. And so maybe if folk are struggling to know what to get, or even just considering not getting anything, then it's a really nice experience as well that will definitely be filtering into your life through the next year if you did come on a retreat. Every single person who's been on the screen tonight, bar Mark, because it's his channel, has done a songwriting retreat with us before, and the feedback's been amazing. So give yourself the time. Music doesn't just happen. Creativity really does need space and nurturing and opportunity, and that's what SongSeeds provides. So yeah, buy it for somebody you love, or tell them to buy it for you. But get in touch with us either way. They're running all next year. So.
Rosie, could I say one thing?
Of
So
course.
I just wanted, what I wanted to say was that I should have put on there Sharon Ladybird as my name, just in case anybody wanted to look my music up at all, because that would be great if they did. So that's my stage name.
Oh,
Sharon
fantastic. That's fine. Little self-plug there. That's perfect. Of course, absolutely, Sharon. Please feel free as well to drop your links under any comments if people are digging your music, and everyone who's watching, we'll get links to all the performers up as well on our Facebook, so you can follow us at SongSeeds Songwriting Retreats on Facebook, and we are at SongSeeds Music on Twitter, and we're at SongSeeds Music on Instagram. So please do follow us. We also would love to say a massive thank you to Mark, who's been behind the scenes all night, for letting us take over. I don't know if he's going to pop on and say hello at this point, for letting us take over his channels and for providing us his platform to do this fundraiser. And like Becky said earlier, it's a really beautiful circle. So if you would like to also support Mark and what Mark's doing, he's got a Patreon. He's building a hing. I think that's his tagline. And the Patreon, I think you're going to just get so much for your support there, because he's online making content every single night of the week. By the looks of it, he doesn't actually sleep very much. So yes, if you would like to help him have some more sleep in his life, please go on to Patreon and support what he's doing. If you're finding it entertaining, I mean, like Becky said earlier as well, this stuff doesn't just happen. It does need a bit of funding. Unfortunately, money makes the world go round. It is the lubrication which the cogs of the art world can cycle with. So if you can chuck some in, support. We are definitely going to need more of it over the next 12 months or so. And we're so happy that you've watched tonight. And I hope you've enjoyed it. And I hope you've donated. And either way, please keep in touch with all and everyone that you've connected with this evening. I think that's me. That's my sermon over. Someone told me to shut up earlier, so...
Oh really? Someone in the streets?
No, someone on the stream on the YouTube. So that's why I'm just going digging in. And Becky as well. Thank you, Becky, as always, for being a wonderful, wonderful creative partner, as we have been dubbing ourselves this year.
It's a beautiful word, it's a beautiful phrase. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm just glad to be here. Never shut up. No one shut up. Say your piece. Yep, it's been great to be here. Thank you for having us, Mark. Please donate to Music Broth. Please keep supporting local charities, local businesses, local arts projects, which give so much to the community, and we appreciate it, and we hope that you do too. And we're going to play ourselves out tonight with one more SongSeeds participant who couldn't be here this evening, and that is the amazing Iona Fyfe, and she has pre-recorded a set for us. So you can check that out right now, and then we're kind of we're using Iona to mic drop ourselves, basically. So the last thing I'll say before we go is thanks to everyone who played this evening. You're all belters. Thanks to Sandy, Astroknot, to Jemma, to Mel, to Sharon, to Carol, to, I'm forgetting people, Ernesto, and I've got everybody. And of course Iona, who's going to play now, and we really appreciate it. So peace and love to you all. And take it easy. Here we go.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
To see her to part tonight. I'm Iona Fyfe, and I'm a Scottish folk singer, and I'm delighted to be taking part tonight doing a wee short set to raise funds for the brilliant initiative that is Music Broth. I'm going to start off, I'm going to do this entirely unaccompanied, I guess in true traditional style, and I'm going to start off with a song called Scotland Yet, written by Davy Steele. Gin thought what we hear in this land o' the Leal, the Healing Glen, the Doric stream, and the fertile lowland field. They seem to offer different views when looked at from within. Can strangers be the only eyes to see her sauce in? The choice will be upon us soon to set her destiny. I'll drink a toast to Scotland yet, whatever yet may be. Remember tongues back different ways, we past to present ties, each separate and yet entwined. it's where real strength lies. But should he strand untwine itself, the others to forsake, then all would be forever lost, for all the strands would break. The choice will be upon us soon, to set her destiny. I'll drink a toast to Scotland yet, whatever yet may be. The choice will be upon us soon, to set her destiny. I'll drink a toast to Scotland yet, whatever yet may be. While we still seek to blame our woes and pains on someone else, we'll never hear the strength to solve our problems for ourselves. In truth, we've walked each other mere, learned this figure past, then together we can choose for ourselves at last. The choice will be upon us soon, to set our destiny. I'll drink a toast to Scotland yet, whatever yet may be. So that was Scotland Yet, written by Davy Steele. So it's coming up to Christmas, and I thought that I would try and sing a cheery, happy Christmas song, but it just didn't happen, and I picked literally the most bleakest one. So I've done a wee Scots translation of In the Bleak Midwinter, and it's very bleak, so I'm just going to sing that now for you. It's short and sweet. In a bleak midwinter, a long, long time ago, earth stood hard as iron, water like a stone. Snow had fallen, snow, 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 snow. In a bleak midwinter, a long, long time ago. What can I give him, poor as I am? Can I were a shepherd, I would give lamb. And can I were a wise man, I'd surely play my part. What can I give him? I would give my heart. In the bleak midwinter, frosty wind makes main, I'll ne'er be a stranger, and never rove alone. And gin that I should lose my way and walk a darkened road, your light will guide me homeward, your love for me showed. In the bleak midwinter, a long, long time ago, earth stood hard as iron, water like a stone. Snow had fallen, snow, 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 snow. In a a long, long time ago. Suitably bleak Christmas song for you there. So I'm going to carry on now with, I apologise if folks are finding this a wee bit boring without an instrument, but growing up in the northeast of Scotland, I used to go to like a heap of folk clubs and sing arounds and festivals and all that. And we were singing folk songs kind of in ballads unaccompanied, and that's kind of just where I fell into. And I moved to Glasgow to study Scots song at the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland, and I started working with musicians and, you know, primarily guitar and fiddle to make a trio. And it's been really, really lovely. And during lockdown, I really, really missed playing with other musicians. But it's been lovely to kind of revisit my roots and sing kind of Scots songs unaccompanied. So the next song I'm going to sing is called The Banks of Inverurie. And it reminds me of an American folk song called The Lakes Upon Train in the style, form and structure. And I released a wee album called Away From My Window, and it's got not just me singing unaccompanied, it's got, you know, guitar, fiddle, piano, double bass, pipes, string quartet, so it's got everything. So if you're looking for a wee Christmas present, then please do buy one from my shop, ionafyfe.com/shop. Yeah, it's very different to me singing unaccompanied, and the songs are really brought to life. But this song is literally about a girl who's walking down by the river in Inverurie, the River Uri, and a man accosts her and said, "Will you marry me?" And she says no, and that's literally it. It takes 5 verses to get to the end of the song, and that's all that happens. So it's called The Banks of Inverurie. One day as I went walking, and in as I did pass, on the banks of Inverurie, I spied a bonny lass. Her hair hung o'er her shoulders broad, and her eyes like diamond shine. On the banks of Inverurie, and Ogan she were mine. Well, she said, "My man, give over, do not delude me so. For after kissing wooing comes, and after wooing woe, my tender hearty will ensnare, and I beguiled will be on the banks of Inverurie. I'll walk alone," said she. Well, she said, "My man, give over, your company refrain. For I know you are of gentle blood, but of a graceless clan. I know your occupation, lad, and good it cannot be on the banks of Inverurie. I'll walk alone," said she. Well, he said, "My pretty fair maid, the truth I'll ne'er deny. On the banks of Inverurie, fair maids beguiled have I used to flatter fair maids, but now I'll faithful be on the banks of Inverurie, if you would marry me." He has ta'en a horn to his lips, and he blew loud and shrill, till 24 armed men come to their maester's call. I used to flatter fair maids, but now I'll faithful be on the banks o' Inverurie, if you were to marry me. On the banks o' Inverurie, I'll walk alone, said she. And that's an anti-love song called The Banks of Inverurie. So thank you very much for having me. I'm going to finish off with a kind of parting song. It's called Take a Dram Before You Go. And it was written by a man named Ian Sinclair. And it sounds like the Flintstones, very weirdly. The melody sounds like a Flintstone episode, like, you know, the intro. You'll get what I mean when I sing it. Take a dram. Oh, this evening's passed so quickly, and the music's almost done. We've heard the piper and the fiddler, the singer and his song. The time has come for us to leave you. One last song before we go. Say button up and I be cheery. Take a dram before we go. Say button up and I be cheery. Take a dram before we go. Oh, this evening's passed so quickly, and the music's been just fine. Mid the cold grey land o' Caithness can be cruel and unkind. We must bid farewell and leave you, travel through the ice and snow. Say button up and I be cheery, take a dram before you go. So good night and God be with you, and watch over you until we can all meet here together, and who blesses we'll fill. We'll drink a health to absent friends, let the beer and whiskey flow. Say button up and I be cheery, take a dram before you go. Say button up and I be cheery, take a dram before you go.
An American psychiatrist called it audio stimulation.
You call that radio?
Wow, amazing stuff from Iona Fyfe. Check her out on Facebook, Twitter and all the rest. And just going through some of the comments, we have Colette saying, total quality when you didn't need an instrument to back you up. Love Baby Doll. Absolutely. The real King of Spain says, love the performance, Iona. Not born without instruments at all. Your voice is a fantastic instrument in itself. Becci Wallace says, what a gorgeous performance. Thanks so much for this, Iona. Absolutely gorgeous vocals, Iona. Says Rosie, such a beautiful voice. Says Alan, amazing night, everyone. Says Mima. And shout outs to Mima, who is going to be doing a EP launch live here on You Call That Radio on Friday night. And I'll just bring up the flyer. What a lineup it is as well. I think quite a lot of the viewers here will recognise, obviously Becci Wallace will be back. Ember Quine has definitely played here before. Lorna Reid and Jen Athen. So it's an all-star event on Friday night. I think the flyer says 8 o'clock. We normally start at 7. So if that's correct, the EP launch will start at 8, but we'll start at 7 and do something at 7. In fact, this could be a good chance to begin the new weekly reaction show. So if anyone's got any new music videos or poems or skits or anything like that, send them over and I'll do that. Might as well do something at 7. So that's on Friday night. Looking forward to that. On Saturday night, it's the Twistettes live from Capture Works, the full set, including the hit single Tory Cunts, which was recorded at Capture Works. I mean, that's how good the audio and video quality is at Capture Works, that you can actually release a single based on it. Will there be a Capture Works for Christmas? I don't know. I don't think it's going to be financially viable to do it. Maybe there's still a last minute chance if people want to support the Patreon, then we might be able to do it. Would that not be good to do an all day live stream from Capture Works? I'd love to do it. But we just need a few more patrons. I think we got up to 185, but it's the start of the month, so this is a tough time. So we don't really know if we've got 185 or we've got 175. We don't know yet. I know that we've got at least 175. And shouts to Martin and Cullen, who have signed up in the last 48 hours as well. This show would not be possible without all you patrons, so thank you very much. Tomorrow night, wow. Tomorrow night, what can I say? What can I actually say? Probably one of the most fun shows. One of the questions I was asked for the audio podcast, which is, by the way, the audio podcast is a thing. It's on Apple and Spotify, and it's coming back for a second season. And one of the questions was, what's the most fun show? And there's been loads of fun. I think I've enjoyed just about every single one of them. And the best one was definitely 100% the Eurovision that Auntie Barry and Sarah brought together. And it was about a month into lockdown. It was a couple of weeks into lockdown, I think. And at that point, this was when everything was at its most surreal. You know, we've kind of got used to everything being mental, haven't we? In a weird way, a wee bit. Not completely, but a wee bit used to things being weird and mental. But back then, it was really mental. And the Eurovision Song Contest that Auntie Barry did was incredible. And they're coming back. I've been trying to get them back ever since that night. Tomorrow night is You've All Got Talent. It's a talent show live from 7 o'clock tomorrow night, and you call that radio. I can't wait for that. One final thing is, we'll do the Christmas market on Monday. Buy local, fuck Amazon, independent artists. So if you are an independent artist, or you've got a small business or a local business, it doesn't need to be local as in, you know, it hits in Glasgow or whatever. I don't care. I want to buy local. Unless you live really, really far away, then I'll encourage people to buy really, really far away as well. Just something that's not Amazon. We want to support local independent artists, because this has been the toughest year of all time for everyone. So let's just come and do your shopping on Monday on You Call That Radio, right here at 7 o'clock on Monday. And if you have a business or a side hustle or whatever, give me a shout and we'll get you on the show. You can just have a wee sort of brief interview for about 10 or 15 minutes, and you can promote your stuff that you do. I'm just going to give one last shout out to the SongSeeds who did tonight. You can find more stuff about them at songseeds.uk. And another shout out for Music Broth, who we were raising money for tonight. The link is in the comments. Music Broth, donate at that bit.ly link and support them. They do an amazing job for the community of Glasgow and beyond. And yeah, check them out. Is there anything else? Really glad to have taken part in my first Scottish live stream, and for a good cause. Thank you, Sharon. You were brilliant. All the acts were brilliant. Thank you to all the acts. I don't want to name them all in case I forget someone. But everybody was fantastic tonight. Rosie Bans says, buy a SongSeeds gift voucher, and it's all caps. So that's a real thing. Get that done. Great lineup. I'll be there, says the Real Kings of Spain. Thank you. And yeah, we'll see you all tomorrow night for You've All Got Talent and we'll see you on Friday for the EP launch as well. And this is just, we'll end with a wee running order of what is coming up this week on You Call That Radio. Thank you, SongSeeds. Thank you, Music Broth, and thank you everyone for tuning in. See you tomorrow night. Bye.
You call that radio. More like a TV show. it's gonna be sweet.